Hi everyone, I'm back. So today we're just going to do a very simple palau rice and a prawn vindaloo. So the simple palau rice is just a basic rice. You could add vegetable and make it into a vegetable palau, or chicken or fish or prawns or whatever you like. I'm just showing you a basic palau. So it was also known as a Pilaf in the olden days. That's why the name is given as basic Pilaf. So we'll get started with, sorry. So I'm going to add like half a cup of oil that is mixed with ghee. So while this gets hot, I'll take you through the ingredients. Very, very simple. So first of all, as I said, we need half a cup of oil mixed with ghee. This is like 2 onions that are chopped finely, 2 teaspoons of ginger garlic paste, 2 tomatoes chopped finely, and like 2 green chillies slit lengthways. We have 2 bay leaves, some cardamom, a few sticks of cinnamon, and a few cloves. So I'm just going to add this and let it saute for a few minutes till we put in the onions. And then we have like half a cup of chopped coriander and 1/4 cup of chopped mint. Then we just have 1 teaspoon of chili powder, like maybe 1 teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of turmeric. So that's about it. So I'm just frying the whole spices now. Anybody's come on?
Yeah, there are quite a few viewers. We're all waving out to you.
Hi everybody. So now I'm putting in the
Onions.
chopped onions. So let this fry well. And one thing is, this is just like a sophisticated ghee rice. Nothing very spectacular about it. But the secret to a good palau is that you use good ghee and good rice. Of course, you could use any rice, any any raw rice, because in the olden days we didn't have Basmati and these fancy rice that we are getting now. Any questions?
Nothing yet. I think everyone's just enjoying.
So Priyana has come again to help me to take the video. The oil and the ghee together with the frying onions smells awesome.
There's a question, what's the Sunday special?
Today's special is this, palau and prawn vindaloo.
Yeah.
So now the onions are like getting a nice brown.
Yeah.
I put in, they are half caramelized, so I'm putting in the ginger garlic paste, which is like 2 teaspoons. So this you fry well. And then we'll add our tomatoes. So we fry just on low heat till such time the tomatoes turn a little pulpy.
Yeah. Okay, I'm getting a good view.
Okay, so now I'll just add in this a whole teaspoon of chili powder. It's a very light palau, so
Yeah.
1 teaspoon of chili powder, half a teaspoon of turmeric, and I'm adding like a little more than 1 teaspoon of salt because just a little more. Okay, so we fry this as well. And then we drop in the coriander and the mint. So now I have 2 cups of rice over here, which I'm going to, it's washed and drained. So I'm adding it now. And to this, I'm going to add double the quantity of water. You could add less water if you like, but I normally add double the quantity of water. So since it's 2 cups of rice, we would add, I'm sorry, it's 1.5 times. So now we would just mix everything together.
So it's on high flame now, right?
Now it's on high flame just for a little while.
Yeah.
And once it comes to a rolling boil, then we put it on to low heat and I'll cover the pot and let it simmer. So as of now, it's looking quite nice.
It is.
Added the rice, it's come to a boil. Yeah. So I'm just going to cover it and then let it simmer. You could see, it's cooking well. Okay, so till this cooks, we'll do our prawn vindaloo.
Yeah.
So these are the ingredients. Now, just want to make it clear in the beginning that Anglo-Indian Vindaloo is a little different from the Goan Vindaloo. Here, most of the Anglo-Indians in the south, we add tomatoes to our Vindaloo because we like a little bit of gravy. So, the basic ingredients for a Vindaloo are onions, garlic, chili powder, cumin powder and mustard powder. So these are the three basic ingredients for a Vindaloo, and not forgetting vinegar. So we'll get started now. And these are the prawns. This is around 350 grams after cleaning. So we'll start by frying the onions. Like around 2 or 3 tablespoons of oil. You could use any oil. I use sunflower oil. I'm going to add like maybe another teaspoon of oil. So this is half a teaspoon. I'm just going to add a little more. Not oil, ghee.
Yeah.
So I'm going to fry the onions now. Oh, it's still not hot. Now it's hot. So this was like 3 onions, which I chopped finely. So we just let this, and then just a pinch of salt to help this to caramelize faster. Because the onions sweat and then they caramelize much faster.
Yeah.
So our rice is actually almost done. And everyone knows, I think, the history of Vindaloo, how the origins. It's a legacy of the Portuguese. It's actually vina de halos, where the dish was vina, meaning wine or wine vinegar, and halos was garlic. But of course, once it came to India, there were lots of other ingredients added to it. And basically, the Portuguese didn't only settle in Goa, they were pan-India. So wherever they were, we have legacies from them. Many of their dishes have been incorporated into local cuisines as well. And then we also have a lot of Portuguese blood in us. Ancestors who were Portuguese. So many of these dishes are familiar to us and part and parcel of Anglo-Indian cuisine. But the way we make each dish is slightly different. Because we don't like it too sour, and that's why even the vinegar that we use is much less. And by the way, please don't use any fruit-based vinegars for a vindaloo, because that spoils the taste.
Yeah.
Try to use either malt vinegar, brown vinegar, or just non-fruit synthetic vinegar, white vinegar. So the rice is done. I will just switch off and let it cook.
Yeah.
Rest in the heat that is retained in the pot. And now this is also almost caramelized. So I'll mix in the ginger garlic paste. So this was around 1.5 teaspoon because of the quantity of prawns that are, it's not 500 grams. If it's 500, you could use 2 teaspoons. Okay, to this I'm going to add all these powders, as I said, about 1.5 teaspoon of chili powder, half teaspoon of turmeric, quarter teaspoon of mustard. If you don't have mustard powder, you could always use mustard paste. Okay, and now we'll just add our tomatoes.
That was ginger and garlic paste, right?
No, it's just garlic.
Okay, just garlic.
And chili powder, you could use any chili powder, but mostly I go for the chilies that are non-spicy but give color. Because otherwise it would just taste of chili powder, and it would drown the other flavors.
Yeah.
You can see that the oil is separating from the mixture,
Yeah.
and you could get the cumin and the chili and mustard and the ginger garlic. I'm not ginger garlic, the garlic
Just the garlic. Yeah.
flavor with the onions. Now I'll add in this is, as I said, 2 teaspoons of vinegar. Okay, and we'll add some salt. We added just a pinch earlier, so I'll add another, like a half a teaspoon of salt. And now I will just add the prawns. we mix this well. The prawns are already firming up. Okay, just cover it for some time.
Yeah.
And now you could
this must
see
be done.
our beautiful rice.
Yeah.
Each grain separate.
Yeah.
And looks very nice. You can see the prawns are cooking well, leaving water as well, so we don't need to add too much of water, but if we want we can just add a little so that you get some gravy.
Yeah.
And one more thing, this Vindaloo dish doesn't need garnishing, especially with the coriander leaves or mint or anything, because then it would completely change the taste of the dish. It's cooked in vinegar, so it needs to be so we could serve it up here. Our palau is ready. Okay, and I will just sprinkle a few some chopped coriander on top.
Yeah.
Just a little to garnish. We could add in just some boiled eggs for show.
It's cute.
In fact, we can cut one and
Dress it on
top.
Yeah.
There you go. And our prawns also almost done.
Yeah.
So as you can see, we like a bit of gravy. Basically, prawns normally cook for 7 to 8 minutes only.
Yeah.
otherwise they turn hard. So I switch it off. And then we'll bring it to the dish. I've made some salad to go with the palau rice. Just some raita. We'll just wait for 2 minutes for the oil to come up. It smells quite nice.
Yeah.
It's quite a nice Sunday lunch. You could dry it up more if you like, but today we'll just go with a simple gravy.
Yeah.
There you go, friends. Simple palau or pilaf. Prawn Vindaloo. And thank you all so much for watching. Bye. God bless.